What's up, Leopards, and welcome back to another part of Cris Tales. Now, let me start off by explaining something. I hit the record button and something had happened to the recording. Because I just went to check the time of how long my recording had been going, and I noticed that it said start recording. So there, I went into my file and checked, and there was just I opened the video and it said 0 seconds. So something happened. So you have missed a short bit. It was basically, obviously we ended off and we went into the cathedral kind of area of, I think, where is it, Nevatalira? Yeah. And then I went to the left, and before you go into the area where I had enemies, you go up to a wall and the secret wall opens. And I've basically just ran through that area, and that's all you've missed. I don't think there's been any story. However, I did do some story. I'd saved when I got to the save point, so that's why I couldn't just reload it. And the reason I saved before that save point is in case I found an enemy and I died, and I didn't want to obviously, because when you die you go back to the beginning of the area, and I didn't want to if I die I don't want to have to replay everything, obviously. So I'm just gonna have to redo the bit I just did, I guess, but I can't really do anything else about it. It just happened to not record correctly there, and I'm gonna have to be really scared and keep checking my recordings now in case it happens again, because it won't even let me delete it. It's saying there's an issue. So yeah. Oh, I just accidentally hit her, my bad. Yeah, I don't know what was with it. It was weird. Oh, it's alive. Of course you ate the person I was going to use to try to capture it. But yeah, so I do know what's just about to happen as we go to the left here, because I did it, and I basically, after I did it, I was like, oh, I'm going to check to see the time, to see how long we've been going for, and yeah, it didn't record, and that's really, really annoying. So this wasn't uploaded last week because I wasn't feeling well, and I had a lot of things recorded for this, and so anytime I do a bulk recording and then I have to go back to recording it, I'm not as enthusiastic about it because I need to get back into the swing of things. So the fact I convinced myself yeah, I'm gonna play Cris Tales now, and I'm gonna get on with it, and then the recording just straight away obviously buggered. Something happened, because I definitely hit record, and then something happened to the video because it's just it looks like a corrupted file. Just really puts a damper on things. But luckily I did check. I mean, I can only do one part at a time, obviously, so it's most of the time I don't split parts. I only split parts if somehow I've went really, really long and I didn't mean to. So at least I noticed. But it's kind of annoying because obviously, like I said, I saved, and I was not willing to go to my because you're only allowed 4 save slots in this game. See, if the game allowed me to have more save slots than 4, that would be a lot better as well. 4 save slots is just not enough when you're doing kind of recordings, because I don't want to save over my past slots in case I need to return back to the story for achievements. But with it being a kind of game where if you die, you have to go back to your previous save. You do need to save. Right, the reason I thingied was so I could try to capture it. Soul Harvest. Miss? The soul can't be captured. Thank you for letting me know that, because I would have kept trying if it didn't tell me that. I would not have known any other way that soul could not have been captured. I just need to make sure I get the chests, which were just 2 of them here. I also need to let the dialogue skip. Every part of me is skip it because, oh sorry, not skip, play, because obviously I'm gonna be skip it because I've seen it, but YouTube hasn't seen it, so I need to let it play.
Whoa, nice kitty, bat. I'm not sure. Nice thing? What is that?
It would seem there is a guardian here, presumably a servant of the Empress. It must have been left here to protect the consul. A wise choice.
Great, so what do we do now?
There's only one thing we can do. Get ready to fight!
You know what? I did the exact same thing as I did last time as well and forgot to swap Carrie out. I meant to swap her out last time. Because I'm using Christopher for combat. But I'm just using Carrie for capturing things towards an achievement. But it's fine. At least this is exactly how I played it last time then. I just know it's weak to water. Although, despite it being weak to water, it takes the exact same amount of damage from water as it does like grass, so it's not really weak to water then, is it? I don't get it. I don't know what these two do, I'm gonna be honest. I would have been so mad if he used fire, because fire heals it. We're just gonna keep paying it. It had like 1800 health. So like we're probably about halfway there already. Well, probably not halfway, just under half. We'll just zass it to death. Carrie hits both of those things at once, which is great. As long as we don't hit this thing with fire, we're good. Oh, you're stunned. Okay. I don't know what these do, and I don't want to find out, to be honest. I'm not willing to find out what they do, guys. Heal all the allies, because that's kind of low. I just want Zast to focus on hitting this, and then Carrie can focus on hitting the cars. Scaredy cat. Oh, it hides? Oh, it didn't do this last fight at all. I don't think I can do anything while it's like that. Pretty sure I can. I guess I'll just speed people up. Okay, well last time it dived at me. It doesn't seem to be doing that this time. I mean, it still might. I think we'll kill it before it would even try to dive at me, though. Like, it should go up into the air, and I think I'll kill it by then. Oh yeah, there you go. So, that's strange. The fight went differently last time. The fight went that, it went up into there and then it dived across, kind of like how the black one did that.
This console should control the Rena ruins. Allow me. Attempting to initiate emergence protocol. It is requesting an access key. I will attempt to connect the device. The access key has been accepted. Emergence protocol initiated. It is done.
Checking my recording, still going, guys, don't worry. Oh.
Nevatulira terminal activating.
I was worried I accidentally skipped the cutscene there by clicking back into the screen, but I didn't, so.
That thing. It rose from the underground.
To disable the self-destruct sequence, we must enter the ruins themselves.
Let's go.
Should we return to the entrance?
Yes.
Sure.
So this is where, so obviously I'd ran through this area, which wasn't a long area, but basically it was like you came to the door and it's like, so this is where you went up, but there's a shining bit. It's like, oh, should we continue on? Basically is all I really said, and I was like, sure. So I got to this point and I went, I'm gonna check how long, because I ran out and I went in front of the ruins. I was like, how long do I have? Should I jump into these ruins? And I was like, oh, why does it just say start recording? That's not what I should be saying. So we'll just keep continuing on. And I guess from now on I won't save during a part. I'll just try to save between parts. Which, I mean, it only means I lose 20 minutes if I die, but it's the issue is if I die, you're gonna watch me do the same thing in the space of 20 minutes, unless I die at the very beginning of a video. I don't know how interesting that is. I mean, I suppose I could just cut the video, but if I cut the video, then I don't know how long I need to go to make my recording long enough.
Attempting to initiate deactivation protocol. Insufficient permissions detected. Providing access key. Access key accepted. Administrator override acknowledged. Deactivation protocol initiated.
Does that mean we did it?
Indeed. The self-destruct sequence for the terminals in this area has been deactivated.
Oh, cool. I thought we were going to do another boss.
In this area? But not everywhere?
That is correct. There are additional complexes of Rena ruins near the other kingdoms. They must each be deactivated separately.
So there is something like this in each kingdom.
That
That means we need to go
was a really weird cutscene.
Back to St. Clarity.
and to Cinder.
And do not forget Nareem. Come, let us impose upon dear Paulina once more.
So I wonder if this is the point. I don't know if I spoke about this actually in this recording, but I was saying how before I started stream, I did or stream recordings. I went to the Rainbow Lake because I was grinding. I was trying to get some side achievements. There's like an achievement for killing 20 of each slime, and like 3 of the slimes can be found at the Rainbow Lake. So I went up there and I was like, right, okay, I'm gonna go get the other slimes, and you're not allowed to leave this area. And I thought it was at the point of where you could just travel around. I wonder if this is now the point where you can travel around the area, or if it'll just say, right, you've got to go to St. Clarity now. That is where you'll be going. Or if it'll be like, right, okay, you're on to Saniza. Or if it's going to say, you can go to any of them if you want. Go wherever you want. Enjoy. Because I haven't been able, you haven't been able to kind of traverse the map freely. You have been navigated by the story, which is fine. It's completely normal for JRPGs.
What was all that ruckus about? A pillar just rose from the ground.
It's part of our mission, Miss Paulina. 1 down, 3 more to go.
3 more to go?
At least, that's what we believe.
Well then, where are we heading to next?
What do you mean, Miss Paulina?
Well, you need a way to reach the other pillars, and I'm guessing they are across the land.
Very perceptive.
And while my shoe is certainly of very high quality, I'm not exactly sure it will be up to the task. But don't worry, I'll give you a hand, my minuscule mages.
Really? Thank you so much!
Just speak with me when you want to traverse the oceans. We can depart whenever you're ready.
Okay, so
Where to?
So I can just, it does seem like maybe it'll just let me navigate freely. I want to go to, well, we're in Talia, right? I want to go to Cinder first, purely because that's where one of the blobs are that I want to go. Where's the other area? Can I go, wait, hold on, can I go to the other area?
Where to?
Crystallis, it does say Crystallis, okay. I was like, there was one more place with slimes. So I wonder if it will just let me freely go about the areas. Where am I going? Where's like the terminal for this area? Hold on, wait.
It is in your hand.
Sure, okay, but wait, where are the terminals? It just occurred to me I don't know where they are. Do I just go into town and it'll tell me where the terminal is? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hope if I just go into the town so it'll tell me where the terminals are. Well, this isn't even the town, this is... Hold on. Did I miss it? Did it tell me where the terminals were and I just wasn't... I don't think it did, right? It just said there was one terminal everywhere. It didn't say where the terminals were. It's not like there's many options. I'll pop into these... There we
Is
go.
this Cinder? Why is everything destroyed? Right. So you see, Kari. Oh, a wizard did it?
It's always the damn mages.
What's going on here, Fenia? The city's been destroyed! Look who's talking! Who do you think you are? Showing up after all this time with a band of foreign mercenaries?
Secretary Lana, what are you doing here? Lana?
Oh.
No, that's Lava. Lava. You know, the youngest of the Volcano sisters?
She was the girl at the very beginning of the game, wasn't she? And I thought she had a bit of an attitude, but she looked nice. Oh, that's so funny.
Crisbell? Crisbell? You did this, didn't you?
Crisbell didn't destroy the city, Lava. Honestly, she's the only reason this much of it survived.
That's so good. I never pictured her for being one of the sisters.
Then, who caused this? What happened?
The Empress happened. She and her minion triggered a magma wave that buried much of the town.
The Empress? And her minion? Kari Hudo? That can't be. I know Kari. She would never do anything to hurt this city.
Why is she talking about me?
I was gonna say, she's standing right there.
Would you believe... Never mind. I'll explain later.
She was so obsessed with getting her revenge. I fear she never stopped to think of the consequences.
It can't be. She would never do this.
Okay.
Zaz, come on. What's going on? Kari, the thing is... You look really pretty today. Is your hair, different? Have I ever told you how much I like pancakes? Stop! Is what she said true? Did I do this?
Well, not all by yourself.
Christopher!
What? She had to find out sooner or later.
Find out what? What happened? Why would I... Okay, Kari. The truth is...
She ain't gonna do it. Oh, well maybe she is gonna do it.
And then
Oh, sure.
Crisbell somehow rewound time for you, which made you young again. And everything is great now. The end. See? It all worked out. So let's... Stop it, Zaz. How do we fix it? Make it right. I would return you to normal, but I just don't know how. I'm sorry, Kari.
Also, why would we want to return her to normal? Wouldn't she go back to being evil?
Don't bother.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to being that person.
No, I assumed she meant fix the town. I didn't assume she meant to go back to being evil. That's fair.
Maybe what you all say is true. Maybe I was a bad person. But that's not me now. I can do better. I can be better.
Good. People can improve.
And this time, I want to grow up to be someone my sister can be proud of. Kari, I'm always proud of you. I mean, usually. The crazy murdery stuff, not so much. You know what I mean.
Okay, sure.
I don't understand what's going on. Weren't you Mayor Anton's secretary?
How dense can you possibly be? It's called being a spy.
Oh, she's rude just like her other sisters.
Still not
Oh!
getting it? I'm a Sindarian princess, stupid girl. I brought those goblins to Nareem.
My god! See at the beginning of the game when I called her so rude? Why didn't I click on that she was one of the sisters? It makes sense now. I think the sisters are rude, she's rude. Yep. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, you know what? The hintings were there. She was also blonde, so...
But why? So many people were hurt. The people of Nareem only ever treated you with kindness.
Do you honestly think I care what happens to Nareem? My only goal was to get enough soldiers to take my revenge on Azufra and save my city. The Empress promised she'd help us.
Us?
Gally, Volcano, and I. All to save this town. And look what it got us.
Okay, well, you're stupid.
Miss Fenia, how are you holding up?
It's been hard, Crisbell. Ever since Azufra died. I'm trying to hold everyone together and focus on rebuilding. But it's difficult. There have been so many casualties. Just when we think we have a cure for one plague, another befalls us. The irony is, after all of this destruction, we no longer even have the facilities we need to keep manufacturing your new medicine. Glass lung may get us all yet. It's gotten hard to stay hopeful. This is insane! Now I have to worry about another crazy megalomaniac.
Well, this has been fun, but I've heard enough. We're returning to the mansion to prepare.
Who's we?
Wait! You still haven't told us what all these soldiers are for!
There's no time. I need to talk to my sisters.
So, what now?
She kinda sounds like Wilhelm.
We need to figure out what she's planning to do with all those soldiers. Let's follow her to the mansion.
Sure. I mean, is this a part of deactivating the devices? Oh, I can actually move. Oh, I didn't think I could move around them, to be honest. We're gonna end off there. Hopefully this recording has recorded correctly. I am really sorry about the little snippet you didn't see, but like I said, the only bit of like dialogue there was when I was opening the wall, and then I just ran through the area, and then you just basically saw, like, the area was literally only like 5 minutes, if that. Probably less, because I didn't get that many encounters. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to poke that like button, subscribe, and comment your comments, because there are comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!